Welcome back to Breath of Fire 3. And last time we were kind of. Uh, Princess Nina accidentally caused a jailbreak. So it would be now time to just basically do the simple thing and walk out the way with cave. But the god is extremely lazy and apparently also has very short memory because he can't remember that princess just went to jail cells. And so he just decided, hey, doors open, let's just lock it again. So yeah, I think that guy would deserve to get the Queen of Hearts treatment, which is to say, off with his head. I really can't make a screechy woman voice, which should be in there. But now it's in the Windian dungeons, and I would say this is one of the more annoying parts of the game because of the caliber of enemies you might face. Not this is not of the hefty caliber enemy you might face in here. But could be a way more worse kind of enemies to deal with. So I'm just gonna try to basically. I made some notes, did some reconnaissance work about this place, how to get through this with least amount of hassle, because wandering around in here is more or less something that death sentence. So. And now you get this kind of little word rambling about what you're supposed to be doing. So, and one of those is a red word. So, once you have pressed all the red words, it opens. So let's just say push red, and if you press the right word, if you get a continuity. If you fail, you have to start from the over again. This. And yeah, now I am at the different part of Windian dungeon. So another drop out here, and now I'm at the crypt. Yeah, it's real nice that the game really does not have explicitly written dialogue for you, but there is, of course, enough of, you could say, body language, simplistic body language, and clear indication that he's speaking real words. So now I got to the most difficult part of the crypt. Now it's just a matter of trying to leave the crypt before it becomes way too dangerous and unpleasant. Some little extra efficiency with my attack. So now just a matter of smashing us. And I really do like the fact that the PlayStation 1's extra ability to make 3D settings was used to make Breath of Fire 3 much more three-dimensional in settings. That fights would happen at the same environment as the basic gameplay itself, which I find to be. I like that kind of it keeps the immersion up when you see that the basic gameplay would show some sort of big set piece with desks and all that, and then the monster would basically show up right on top of that the big desk or altar or whatever might be the location. So just a regular now full charge attack. Nina is very much of a magical powerhouse, as she has always been in the earlier Breath of Fire games. So occasionally she's been healing powerhouse, but now she's offensive magic powerhouse. Yeah, I know that. A crypt. But now I'm at Windia City. There's walls, there's a couple of guards, there's high walls around here, location to inn, and plenty of windmills. Did that guy have some sort of accent? But there's quite lots of also people. Oh, so okay, so it would be time to ask those. And all right, that's kind of things as an explanation. But there are stores that you can get into, and some loot. Oh yeah, that kind of would mean that it might be either Ray or Tipo. Although I would personally would not think that either of them would have a particularly strong accent regarding them being countryside. But that is just my prejudice regarding voices. Perhaps they might have had something you could call a limited vocabulary, but not necessarily as... Oh, that guy's gotten into bad shape. But there's weapons store where they sell stuff. Let's just buy mace to Nina. I could buy a heftily offensive power claymore, which I'm gonna... Let's just buy the claymore because that one's got a... It makes real slow, but it has a magnificent amount of attack power, which is, I think, what this game really about. Offensive power. But there's a group of kids around, so let's just go and have a chat with them. Oh, hide and seek. Well, Nina isn't, you could say, particularly, you might say, well informed, but she does seem to have heart in the right place, and the fact that she also seems to consider that royalty's job is to help people. So, but here's one of them hiding. Sorry. Yeah, use of the camera turnaround trick is really convenient, allowing you to see beneath outside obstacles to figure out where somebody might be, because they're all hidden in locations that you can't see them unless you use the camera. And the other one was hiding over here. Not the most subtle or efficient to fancy, but the third one was hiding a bit further away. And those trees are basically just a combination of two basic, you could say, pieces of paper. As in the sense that, yeah, there's this textured picture this way, textured picture that way, but then they put it into a 90-degree angle with each other, and that looks quite convincing tree. Oh. And there was a robot. Possible. So it's become a chase sequence, chase part. And another big Japanese RPG of that era also had a prominent plot element of being a chase game, but in this game it's way more different style and setting regarding how the game is made. So now I'm at Central India, and now as I go here, there's this strange location around here. So there's this hut with a... let's go down. And this one is a plot device which will become important way later. But it's kind of interesting that game allows you to preview this kind of locations which will become later very convenient and important. Oh, you guys go run down. Oh. Yeah, teach me. Yeah, Durandal is quite an interesting little master because his moves are useless, but learning his moves is important if you want to get another apprentice to teach you later. So it's a kind of... well, there isn't much of... it's kind of weird thing that, yeah, you can learn useless moves. Literally useless moves. They don't do damage. All they do is waste your time. They don't even basically look that impressive. But sometimes, but the fact that it then gives you a way more attack, ability to later learning with other characters. It's quite good. So, but I guess I might actually now do a little bit of a save and some that quite common thing to this game, grinding. So let's just make a camp first. Yeah, I don't think Princess is much used to this kind of rugged life. Yeah, she seems quite, you could say, very mature to her age. It is the game doesn't give exact a definition of age to its cast, but it does give us basically age groups. And Ryu and Tipo were kids, or Hey is older, or something like a teenager. But I might guess that Nina might be, or at least appear older than Ryu. But let's just rest and save and do a little check about recordings and all that. Here it is, within Central India. So we figure out that maybe they were going down the road, so most likely depot. So let's just get going to it and see what's going on. Alright, so and another stumble against some sort of critters, but this time just regular eye goose. So let's just blast them out with magics. Oh, Mage Goo is still alive. Well, they didn't survive for long. So, but let's just see what else is around here. Can I leave? Oh, no. Well, seeing that there's only two ways to go, and one of them is down the Ural region, so it would be quite easy to guess that they came from here, they're going from there. Or as in something that we're reaching a crossroad, and one guy came from left, So he must be going towards right. And it ain't coming from here. Oh, that's a loud scream. Oh. What's this? Maybe something happened. What's going on in here? Oh, those two again. Oh yes, once again I got beaten up and captured. And once more travel to other area of the game, this time to much evil looking location. Genmail. Oh yeah, that's a gross looking guy. People drunkards. Shady looking characters. A pub. Bars. And there's just some scary looking guy at the bar as well. All got unique sprites. Okay, and the big scary looking guy is called Guard. And he's got wings and horns. Yeah, that was another, you could say, showing off the dragon powers. Oh. Time to escape again. Was hitting Bubble very hard, but Gar seems to be just in his thoughts. Nina pulled off the move done by Ulysses or Odysseus in that story against Cyclops. But then in the end he did quite dumb thing and so there's a couple of fishmen, merchants around here. They are selling weapons and armor with big, hefty prices. Quite much of exactly what you might be. Oh, I would not. Yeah. there's a guy. So what does this flyer do? Let's just look at the items. Oh, it's a discount, which is lovely. All kinds of shady looking characters stomping about. I would guess that big and loud ones. And that got passed out. But there was also a bunch of about several, you could say, the quite normal, run-of-the-mill inhabitants of Breath of Fire world, of the world of Breath of Fire, which is to say, all kinds of strange and weirdos and strangers. But here's a little unknown location. There's a bird in here, but nothing can be done about it right now, and it would be something that, yeah, you wanna do it quite efficiently. Yeah, that guy's a those guys look like bandits. Wisdom fruit. Oh yeah, that guy is. They were all three kind of shady dudes. But I guess this is their hanging out spot, and place Central Windy already seems to be, you could say, quite filled with illegitimate things. So let's just try going through the Maker's Scourge. Return to go to Windia that way. Well, there's beneath the bridge, but there's nothing here. Made use of the convenient amount of trickery, and there's a okay. Okay, now doesn't that just beat all, as in Ray would say. But I think it might be a good idea to save the little incremental progress I've had. Oh. She is cheerful. Actually, when you look about it, the whole, you could say, the story arc of this whole game very much is about finding the others. Yeah, spoilers, they all will be found, but it's gonna take a long time of this game to unite the three orphans of the Cedar Woods. And it will not be, you could say, in most optimistic and nice, lovely tone. But it's still quite a and which I really find it quite interesting. Well, but this game's basic tone, yeah, the color is you could say the visuals are quite colorful and cheerful, but the basic setting and story started as quite, you could say, nice and friendly and cheerful, but when ended up being quite grim. Those things, yeah, chlorine breath of those things can poison you. Not fun. But so the basic fighting is still just similar to any other. Any other basic critters facing around here. I got plenty of antidotes, so let's make use of them. So, Mount Bowmore. And some of these cliffs that you can jump off. Panacea. They cure all status ailments, but status ailments are not that big deal in this game. Well, they are a real deal, but they are not that big deal. And all of these, those are quite annoying. Those nut archers because of their ability to cause double damage. And Nina's Jolt is not yet completely, is not, you could say, fully reliable full screen enemy nuke, even if it were something like low level critters like those. But they just make use of the walking. I don't know, does the running make it any... Oh shit, that's bad. Ouch, that hurt. But Frost attack on Tarman does knock it out of... does freeze it, allowing then it to be quite casually being battered to pieces. Yep, now it goes down easily. Yeah, the elemental attacks often tend to have some sort of special effects in this game, which is quite interesting little trait. Usually it's just that extra damage to specific kind of enemies, but in this one they went a bit further and added these special effects like freezing, but they don't apply that often, so it's not that much of a big deal. But still just trying to climb over this mountain. Oh, there's some sort of crossing point. Oh. Oh, well, we're running away from bad guys. Well. Oh, that's... Oh, they're gonna go real far. They went already from the rural region. So they moved quite a lot. But that guy being so friendly is kind of suspicious. Alright, yeah. But still, rest spot is good. Oh, wow. Good old-fashioned sleep. But here we are. Oh. Oh, that's... We were locked in. Old-fashioned betrayal. There. Right. Time to get moving. Prism energy. Oh yeah, Nina is actually actually educated person. Hunk unicorn asshole Sonder. Yeah, well, at least they wrote that little line to tell you that that guy is about as much as a victim as much as he is a perpetrator. Huh? Now he's been hit. So it's real nice that they've been giving all these little escapes and scrapes they get. It shows that yes, Under and Balio are not invincible. It's real serious. Oh. He was foiled. For a while at least, but that guy is stubborn and persistent. Oh, that's real nice. I guess we managed to get through and most likely even broke down the cable car. So I think there's a little bit of, you could say, head start for us. And more monsters and other critters. Oh, and that's a new kind of critter. Some sort of pigman called Orc. And last resort is an attack or technique which basically makes them lose all their defensive ability, but gives a massive boost to their offensive ability. So you really don't want to let them attack once they do that. Oh, the gate seems to be closed. So time to just get higher and see what's going on in here. Oh, dead end. Yeah, I guess yelling and threats fixes cable car fast. That should really tell you how much Princess likes that guy. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Brave move. Once again, transformation was triggered. It's kind of beautiful, that little reversion from dragon to human form again. Yeah, and Ryu is also being quite aware of that. So, what can be learned about dragons? They are tough and they are dangerously powerful. But escape has been continued quite well. So there's Eastern India. So what is this area? Some kind of nook and cranny in the mountain. Oh, and there's something new. And that would be a new thing. The voice of the brood. Which is, I would say, is the... That's a kind of spoiler by the game itself, because the dragon species or dragon people, whatever word you wish to use, are called the brood, but we would not know that term. So that would be kind of, I would say, bit of sloppy little piece of dialogue. And there's this kind of new power, but I think it might be something like a, well, let's just go and look inside first what it is. What there is going on. Oh yeah. So this is one of these. Well, there's a merchant selling quite something useful stuff. And also sold some armor piece, which I bought. All kinds of some strange woman bookworm and traps being laid all over the place. Sounds quite unpleasant. Sounds quite scary place. And there's a okay. Well, I guess it might be something like a matter of next time starting to explore this sinister tower. Because now I'm just gonna go back and save, and it'll be time to continue next time. So, next time it will be this tower to be under scrutiny. So, see ya.